Hey blooming bees, it's your girl Tia Mora and I am back with another video for you guys. If this is your first time stopping by, you're absolutely welcome, babes. We cover all things hygiene, perfume, self-care, and lifestyle overall. If you're all about becoming the very best version of yourself, you are at the right place. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so every time I upload a video, you get notified. I know it's been a minute. I know. I'm going to be filming a life update video. So please go ahead and leave questions in the comment section down below. It could be about every and anything. It could be about me. It could be about content creation. It could be about fragrances, hygiene, whatever you want to ask me, go ahead and I'll try to have that video out within the next 2 weeks. But besides that, happy 2026. It's a new year. Oh my God, I feel so positive about 2026. I don't know what it is in the air, but the way 2025 was so bad, I don't even want to talk about that. We'll address that in the video I was referring to, but I just know 2026 is going to be such an amazing year for all of the blooming bees. I prayed and I keep praying and I just know the Lord is going to answer that, okay? The blooming bees are amazing babes. And I just know the Lord is going to bless all of us with a great year. So as y'all can see from today's caption, we're going to be talking about all things chocolate. I'll talk too much. Let's go ahead and get this video started. Something about chocolate smells very intimate, sensual, seductive, alluring, and just very commanding too at the same time. Valentine's Day is right around the corner too, and I don't know about you, but I want to smell like chocolate on Valentine's Day. There's just something about pairing chocolate with cherries or strawberries or raspberries, just about anything, vanilla, and smelling like the most delectable snack. And I know y'all like that kind of attitude, don't y'all? Anyways, I have 10 fragrances that I want to show you all today because I am so excited. But before we jump into those 10 fragrances, I want to go ahead and give a big shout out to today's sponsor, which is the brand Rouzie. You guys are not new to this brand. This is a body oil brand. I talked about them before and I'm here to talk about them again. They just launched a limited edition body oil in the scent Nomada. Y'all want to know why this drives me crazy? Because it's a chocolate scent, and today we're here to talk about chocolate, right? So this is a good blend of vanilla, chocolate, cognac, and raspberry. So you can imagine this smells so sensual, intimate, very sweet. It's a little boozy, but I don't know what it is about it. This just smells like a chocolate snack, okay? I just know this body oil paired with every single fragrance I'm about to mention in this video will slap on so many different levels. If you're a gourmand lover, if you're a chocolate lover, I'm gonna need you to run over to their website and grab you a bottle of this. As you can see, this is a 50 ml bottle. Normally their bottles are 100 ml, but great news, while they launched this body oil, they also went ahead and launched a glow on the go set, which could also be seen as a discovery set for all of their oils, or better still, a travel set for all of their oils. So if you've never tried out any of their oils before, this is your perfect opportunity to go ahead and get that discovery set, so that way you can try out all their oils. And even better, go ahead and use my discount code so you can save yourself some extra coins. Now back to this oil. My favorite thing about the Rouzie body oils are how beautiful. Do you see this? I've had this on for at least 3 hours now, but see how glowy it is on my skin? Beautiful. And then on top of that, they're fast absorbing and they're not greasy at all. So you definitely know they're not going to transfer like this. It hasn't transferred onto my clothes at all, so I also love that about it. Now let's get into all of our chocolate fragrances. Starting off with not a chocolate fragrance, but I really wanted to talk about this so badly, is the EOS Cocoa Cashmere body mist. Now if you didn't get a chance to try out this body mist, I'm begging you, we're having these for like I think almost 50% off. Run it and try to grab you one, okay? If you're a chocolate lover, you need this. I love this body mist so freaking much, as well as the body lotion. This smells like the perfect blend of chocolate and cashmere. Just let me paint a picture for y'all. Imagine sipping hot cocoa while wearing a cashmere sweater, wrapped in a blanket and watching a Hallmark movie. That's the vibe that this body mist gives. It's so cozy, nostalgic. It feels so warm, comforting, and just amazing. And with this body oil right now, you put this on, you put this on top, best believe this is gonna last on your skin for a long amount of time. First off, this body mist on its own, I really love it because it gives me about 4 to 6 hours on my skin With this, non-negotiable. I know it's probably going to extend up to about 8 hours, so definitely check this one out. I'm a big fan of this body mist. Love it, love it, love it to infinity. So the next perfume we have is called Chocolate by Sugar Mama Fragrances, in which, if I can remember, one of you babes actually put me onto this brand. I keep trying to remember who, but I can't. I'm gonna try to see if I can filter out my comments one way or the other and come up with whoever recommended this brand to me, because child, baby girl, you snapped. I love Sugar Mama Fragrances, okay? She sells all of her products on Etsy, and she's literally like a gourmand house, okay? I don't care what kind of gourmand you're looking for, she got it. I don't care if you want banana pudding pie with she got it. You want anything, she has it. This smells so freaking good, and it also smells super nostalgic as well. Just imagine any of your loved ones that knows how to cook and really well. Let's say, for example, your mom is the one that's a baker in the house. She just made a very beautiful chocolate cake and just took it out of the oven. You know when the chocolate cake is still nice and moist, it smells so good, and then the chocolate chips are still melting. Ah, perfection. That's what this smells like. If y'all remember the movie Matilda, do y'all remember the scene where the headmistress, Miss Crunchball, something of that sort, she asked Bruce to go on stage and eat a whole chocolate cake because she suspected that he ate a slice of it and she's trying to punish him? That particular chocolate cake, that's what this smells like. Not that I know what that chocolate cake smells like, but when I smell this, that was the very first image that popped in my head. That chocolate cake from the movie Matilda. And I'll try to put an image on the screen for y'all because that movie is legendary. If you haven't watched it, I'll urge you to go watch it. Bottom line, this smells like true Nutella. I don't know how else to tell you. I don't gotta read notes or nothing. This smells like straight up chocolate. Any chocolate spread, Nutella or tartina, that's exactly what this smells like. So if you like to smell like real photorealistic chocolate, go grab it. Don't even waste your time. This is true chocolate, but in liquid form. Next up, we have another affordable one, which is Cocoa Sunset by Zara. I've talked about this fragrance on this channel before, and I'm here to rant about it again. This is the most beautiful tropical chocolate scent. Yes, you heard me. I'll put the notes right here. Can you even imagine passion fruit peach mixed with whipped cream and chocolate? Make it make sense, because I didn't even think any of that will make any sort of sense, but it smells so freaking good. I like this fragrance because it's a little airy, but at the same time dense. I can wear it anytime in the year, and so can you, okay? I don't care if it's winter, summer, spring. Anytime you feel comfortable wearing this tropical scent, please grab it and wear it. So there's an orange note in here too, which makes it really bright in the opening, but overall it's a very cozy scent. And I'm not gonna lie, if you're a gourmand lover and you can't see yourself swaying away from gourmands but you're going on vacation, this is definitely one to bring with you because you're gonna enjoy it. Next up, we have Choco Musk by Rehab. This is not new to any of y'all as well. This to me is the most delectable chocolate ice cream like type of scent, but make it a little smoky. There's not any smoky notes in here, but for some reason when I smell this, I think of sitting by the fireside. You're about to make s'mores, right? Imagine that chocolate melting in between your crackers with that marshmallow in there. That's exactly what it smells like. It smells very chocolatey, very musky, but so sweet that I like to associate it to ice cream. This is one of the most understandable, sweet, gorgeous, and just enjoyable chocolate scents in my collection. Y'all know I wear this to bed. It's one of my favorite bedtime fragrances because of how cozy and just enjoyable it is. I can't see how anybody will put this scent on and their partner's not gonna wanna grab them and cuddle up with them because it's so cozy and sensual and just so sweet and very beautiful, okay? It's such a gorgeous gourmand scent. One of my absolute favorite cheapies, that's a chocolate and vanilla. Love. Next up, we have Duchessa by Gritti. Now, I'll have the notes on the screen for y'all, but before I go into what this fragrance actually smells like, think of yourself back in the days. Let's say a royal family invited you out to dinner, right, in their palace, and you go up in there, and it happens to be more so like a dessert party type of dinner, and on the table, everybody's wearing like velvety type of outfits. Like you see the bottle is so nice and velvety. Imagine people in like burgundy velvet or red velvet, black velvet, brown velvet, but more so like darker color velvet dresses and suits all around the table. So on that table, there's obviously different types of chocolate around the table. There's lots of different champagne around the table as well, and a bunch of other desserts. But in the center of the table, there's a chocolate fountain, and then you have a bunch of red fruits, especially cherries, strawberries, and raspberries, right? So then you go ahead and reach for one of the cherries, you dip it into chocolate, and you That whole scene right there is exactly what this fragrance smells like to me. It smells so upscale, so opulent, very regal, right? And very royal. Like, I imagine if a royal was a very, you know, spicy individual, a lady in the street, but a freak in the sheets, this would be her signature scent. And one of the best takes of cherry that I've personally ever smelled. The cherry in here does not smell medicinal to me at all. The chocolate in here makes this fragrance so full and very grounded to the point where I low-key could possibly forget that it's cherry. Actually, I can't because cherry is very distinct. But this fragrance smells so good that I don't think I can get enough of. Ooh. I can't get enough of this fragrance. If you've never tried Duchessa by Gritti, I really implore you to try it, especially if you like chocolate and you like cherry. This is a good one. So next up we have Montale's Chocolate Gritti. This is one that I absolutely love and adore, and I like to get a lot of people to try this one out because I feel like it's so beautiful and so different. This is one of my favorite takes of a chocolate orange scent. In the opening, you definitely get that brightness from the orange. As it starts to dry down, you get like a dry fruit sweetness in the base that's musky and very chocolatey. More of a powdery chocolate, but then it's also creamy at the same time because that tonka bean does provide a good amount of creaminess to this fragrance, but think creaminess in a very powdery manner. I really love this fragrance. That orange chocolate mix, chef's kiss. For me, this one, initially when you spray it, you might not understand it, but once it dries down, I promise you it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. If you like powdery scents that's obviously sweet, you're definitely gonna enjoy this one. So next fragrance is Maison Mataha's Brownie Pop. Imagine you have a bowl of popcorn, right? And then you break up pieces of graham crackers, you toss it in there, and then you get salted chocolate and drizzle it up all in there. That's exactly what this smells like to me. The popcorn aspect of it still lies there a little bit in the dry down, but for me, more than anything, it dries down into a graham cracker type of scent, like a chocolate graham cracker with some saltiness. The saltiness in this fragrance is my favorite thing about it. Yes, it does smell like brownies, but to be frank, it smells more like a chocolate salted graham cracker than it does brownie to me. Because at least in the dry down, that's what it gives more of. Next up, we have Dark by Akro. Now this is one that I feel like my mysterious, sultry, sensual, seductive girlies, you're gonna love this one. I like the fact that it's called Dark because it definitely gives that. I read a comment once before about this fragrance that said it's a good mix of holy virtue and wicked temptation, and I couldn't agree less. This is a very good mix of good and evil. I ain't even gonna lie. The darkness smells very dark, and the sweetness in it smells so good and sweet. It's a very sensual, seductive, but commanding type of scent. I feel like when you wear this, probably the type of individual that has a very big wall up. They're not approachable at all, but they have the sweetest and biggest heart. That is Dark. It is so delicious, but in a dark way once again. It's very much on the deeper side. It's more so dark chocolate, but I feel like the amount of dark chocolate in here is a lot, okay? Because it's very dense and it's a tad bit spicy, but at the same time, that hazelnut nuttiness in here is just everything and more to me. I love this fragrance so much. I adore it. And I feel like if you want a femme fatale type of chocolate, this is the one for you. So the next fragrance is called Lust Eau de Lis by Chris Collins. If you're looking for a scent that literally smells like sensual seduction, past midnight, a tall, chocolatey individual, suited up, one that's very guarded, but very overprotective of his woman, this is what he smells like. I really love the name of this fragrance. It's called Lust Eau de Lis. We all know what lust means, and I genuinely feel like you smell this fragrance and you probably are gonna make a lot of bad decisions, to be very honest. It's so sensual, mysterious, dark, feminine energy once again. It's so sultry. My God, this is temptation in a bottle. I will be very displeased to smell this on a man, because why should I be smelling this amount of goodness on a man? Like, are you trying to make me confused? Are you trying to make me not focus? Like, what's the point? No, baby boy, no. Okay, let me, the woman, wear it. Thank you. But no, I'm kidding. My future husband, I'm gonna need him to have this fragrance in his collection. This fragrance is badass. That's the best way for me to explain it. It is badass in the most decadent, sultry, sophisticated, bold. This is rich, decadent chocolate with oud. This is one of the best oud and chocolate mixes that I've ever experienced. It is gorgeous. gorgeous. The oud in here could be a tad bit much if you're not really into ouds, but if you don't mind an oud note, it makes this fragrance so rich and deep to the point where it's just so sensual. Christian Grey from 50 Shades of Grey, this might just be his signature scent because child. Next up, we have Choco Violet by Mancera. I'm glad I'm doing this video because I'm looking at my dent in here and it's barely there. I've barely worn this fragrance and now I feel like I need to do a few layering combos with this fragrance in the next 2 to 3 weeks, you know, before the season is over, because this is actually a very beautiful fragrance. And when you have too many fragrances, I guess this kind of happens. I've been ignoring you. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I do love you. So with this fragrance, it starts off super bright in the opening, and I feel like throughout the fragrance, you definitely still get the citrus notes. It's very bright and uplifting. And then you have some very soft, plush powderiness that comes from the violet. So you have a chocolate floral bright fragrance is basically what this smells like. It's musky, it's bright, it's very floral, but chocolate in the mix as well. I never could have imagined what chocolate and florals are supposed to smell like per se, but I think I've smelled a chocolate rose fragrance before, have I? I think so. I don't like purple florals, but there's violet in here and I really like this fragrance. It's so gorgeous. It's just so soft and plush and not disturbing anybody or doing too much. I personally will describe this as a vanilla fragrance with some citrus brightness in the opening and some florals. Then it's also pretty musky and powdery. That's Choco Violet for you. Definitely one that I think a lot of us should check out. It smells absolutely divine. Next on the list, which happens to be one of my absolute favorite chocolate fragrances, and I'm not trying to play favorites here, but this might be my favorite chocolate fragrance in my collection at the moment. This is Amber Negroni by Blndr. First of all, the packaging for this fragrance is every freaking thing. I think I did an unboxing with you guys here in my declutter video or overconsumption video. It comes in like a drink shaker. Coolest concept ever. So imagine taking chocolate syrup, gin or vodka, tossing it into the shaker, shake, 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 shake. Before you put it in the glass, you drizzle caramel all around the glass. You pour that mix in there, zesty syrup, and line the rim of the glass. Then you go ahead and blend some cloves and other spices and put it all around the rim of the glass. And then you slice up a lemon and put in there. That's exactly what this smells like. This smells like the coziest, bright, alcoholic citrus drink, to be honest. It's so comforting and cozy, but also very resinous and sticky at the same time. My favorite thing about this is actually the stickiness. The caramel and amber in this fragrance, top freaking tier. Beautiful on every freaking level. This smells so gorgeous and just soft and very enjoyable on the skin. It does come off a little bit more on the warmer end. I would never wear this during the summertime. There's something about that stickiness between the resinous amber and the sticky caramel. The two combined together just make me so freaking happy. And then that citrus opening, and the citrus stays throughout the fragrance actually. Overall, the chocolateness, the rich, this is a very well made fragrance. I don't know much about ingredients that they put into fragrances, but this smells like so much good quality. I'm obsessed. If you haven't gotten your nose on this fragrance, I'm gonna need you to get your nose on it ASAP. I beg of you. This is worth it on every single level. All right, y'all, that was the very last fragrance, and those are all of my absolute favorite chocolate fragrances at the moment. I do have a lot more, like I mentioned, but I didn't want to make this video too long. If there's any chocolate fragrance that you think I should try out that I didn't mention in this video, please go ahead and leave that in the comment section down below. Also, let me know what are some of your absolute favorite chocolate fragrances if you're a chocolate girl. And if you're not a chocolate girl, did any of my descriptions make you want to try out any of these fragrances? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you've been watching up until this point, thank you so much, babes. It's a new year and I'm wishing a lot of positive thoughts, blessings, success, and all things good to all of the blooming babes this year. Don't forget to stay kind, stay beautiful, and keep blooming. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.
One got it. Even in my down times, I can get you out of my mind, sorry. I can get you. Hey, I done run 1,000 days.